What's good, guys? Don't answer back on the video. Today, we're reacting to Europe versus America 10 differences between the two. So I guess he's in Europe for the show the 10 differences. I think we already did a kind of a video about the differences between the two. More so probably I want to say entertainment wise, but I don't know if you're gonna say like more policies, what else, other things, more so not entertainment wise or food wise, stuff like that. So before we get into the video, a couple things: hit that subscribe button to the channel, also hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts on the video, and you want to see more videos like this. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
A long time ago, and its big cities are narrow and small, and the streets were made for pedestrians and horses. Unlike our gas-guzzling stroads in the United States, you can actually walk around and it's nice and compact. That's why Europeans can't fathom the fact that we can drive 8 hours and still be in Texas.
Flying home from Italy, I literally got a view of the entire country of Monaco outside my window. Like, what the heck?
In America, we tend to have a lot more living space, and our houses are definitely bigger and on more land typically, which comes with its ups and downs because you certainly get a lot of neighborhoods that look like this and this and this. In Europe, gas is also a lot more expensive.
Some of your places side by side look the exact same too, though. Just not America does
than it is in the States, and so people have incentives to drive less. And when they do drive, they typically drive these goofy, tiny little Mickey Mouse looking cars. You definitely won't see any gas-guzzling, lifted, six-wheel pickup trucks with Trump flags anywhere here in Europe. They're just not on our level. I don't know what to tell you. But it is not just the cities and cars that are smaller in Europe, because it's literally everything. For one, the people here are brutally suppressed by smaller food and drink portions, which is totally unfathomable.
I remember I seen a video about the difference.
That's the
difference between the foods, bro. It's crazy.
It's a snack. That's what I get when going to the pantry at 2 a.m. I don't know. It's also fitting. I'm literally recording in the smallest country in the world right now, in the Vatican. But all the countries in Europe are pretty much smaller. I mean, look at the map. You can. It's like, yeah. To give you an idea of just how much smaller living in Europe is than the United States, just take a look at the population density. It's a little different. Other smaller things in Europe include the rooms, elevators. What else is smaller in Europe, Dad? People are smaller. The sizes are different. I have to buy large shirts here because I'm American. You get the point. Literally everything is smaller here. It's kind of weird, but kind of cool. I don't know. Difference number 2, bathrooms. In America, it is more than common for us to just stop on the side of the road at any old business and do our business there and leave. That is unless you live in the state of Florida, because you guys literally just whiz anywhere, apparently. Like, seriously, what is wrong with you people? You can't really do that here, though. If the business does have a bathroom,
you gotta pay for it.
Most of them don't.
I feel like every video they show that they have this on here, you gotta pay for bathrooms.
Typically only like coffee shops and restaurants.
If you
usually have to buy something before you use their lavatory facilities. It can be something small like a little cup of espresso or whatever, but you still should buy something. It's like, you know, it's polite. Oh yeah, also fair warning, carry toilet paper with you. We found that out the hard way. I will not elaborate anymore. Let's just say we will be leaving Europe with one fewer pairs of socks than we came with. They also don't have seats on a lot of the toilets here, so you gotta squat. Unlike their American counterparts,
if you would not know to watch the video, that would be crazy to not have those things you just said.
One for poop and one for pee. The idea is obviously to save a little bit of water, which I find pretty cute. Considering in America, I leave my shower running between uses to keep the water warm. A lot of southern European countries also use these booty blast bowls when they're done dropping the kids off at the pool. Difference number 3, food. The food in Europe is absolutely atrocious in comparison to what we have in the States. What they do is they don't load them up with preservatives, so you can't get your Big Mac today and enjoy it in 2 months' time. It's nothing short of communism over here.
That's also
even use a Nutri
in the supermarket too, where they don't have like some certain like eggs, milk, and stuff in the freezers as well. Like they keep it fresh, like because it's so fresh that they don't have to do that.
Score to let you know how fast it will clog your arteries and make you feel bad for eating everything that you eat. They had it in France. It was pretty depressing looking at all the things I ate. Looked a lot like my report card at school. In America, our food is fast and efficient. I mean, shoot, just look at Wonder Bread, man. We call it that because we wonder what's in it. It's fantastic. Or how about Cheese Whiz? You're not gonna find that anywhere else, guaranteed, unless it's in the America aisle at your foreign supermarket. That's what they think of us, guys. They think we're Cheese Whiz and cereal and Pop-Tarts, and they're right.
Also, what in the name of freedom-loving, democracy-spreading, mobility scooter riding, red, white, and blue apple pie are these
what are
patriotic
those?
brownies I found
That
in
is
Italy?
crazy.
And someone please tell me what kind of American experience these off-brand generic Temu cereals are, because I've never seen this in my life.
Difference number 4, water. Much like the United States, most European countries have safe tap water. That is except for you guys in the Balkans. Sorry. However, there are definitely water differences between the US and Europe. For one, and this is a major one, check this out. Water bottle cap still attached.
That bit is troublesome to do though.
How nice. A lot of Europeans say that actually annoys them, that they have their caps attached. But I think this is a fantastic innovation. When it comes to restaurants,
just like what you did, y'all don't know wherever you drink it, if you're like really thirsty and stuff like that, that'd be annoying to do every time, literally.
Water is not free like it is in the U.S. You actually have to pay for
Yeah,
a
you
bottle
gotta pay
of
for
water
it,
that
yeah.
usually
Saw that
looks
on video,
something like
another
this.
video
I've also
too.
noticed that they use a lot more glass over here than we do in the States. Europeans also enjoy sparkling water, which I deeply appreciate. When you ask for water here in a European restaurant, your waiter will more than likely follow up by asking you whether you want still or sparkling water. When I order sparkling water in the United States, I'm usually spat on and banned from the establishment. Difference number 5,
'Cause you think
age.
it's-
Everything in Europe, like I said, is old.
Old.
I mean, seriously, this building
They
behind
preserve
me,
it
the
well, though.
Basilica, is like that many years old. I don't know, I gotta look it up. And the United States is like 250. Europe is home to palaces, castles, and ancient ruins all over the continent. I mean, we have our ruins too, though. We have Detroit, St. Louis, Baltimore, plenty of nice places. Difference number 6. Money. Most countries in the European Union use the euro, you definitely cannot see that, as their currency. The euro is worth a little bit more than the dollar at the time of me making this video. But depending on where you are in the continent, the cost of living might be a little bit more than, a little bit less than, or pretty close to the cost of living in the United States. For example, Norway is generally a lot more expensive than the US, while Portugal is generally pretty cheaper. Pretty cheaper. That's not the way you say that, but pretty cheaper. A lot cheaper. Much cheaper. Europeans also definitely pay a lot more in taxes than we do in the States. As a general rule of thumb, you can expect to lose about 1/3 of your salary to the government in the United States, while here in Europe, in a lot of places, it's more like half or even more than half sometimes. But they also get a lot more social services like tax-funded education and free health care. While in America, you break it, you buy it, and it's not cheap either. Overall, Americans do tend to be a little bit richer than Europeans. They tend to make more money, but the Europeans do get more vacation and leisure time. And no, not here? All right. All right.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm something of a bad boy myself. You know, the Vatican police tried to tell me I couldn't record, and, you know, I kept my educational geography footage when he told me not to. I'm something of a criminal myself. Anyway, as I was about to say, in Europe, they use a lot more coins than we do here in the United States, and that's pretty much because they're actually useful over there. This here is a €2 coin, and I also have
I don't say coin's not useful over here if you need exact change.
€1 coin. We actually do have golden dollar coins here in the United States, but literally nobody uses them like ever. I genuinely believe most Americans would think that a dollar coin was fake if you showed it to them. You would have to like explain why you're paying with a dollar coin if you handed it to someone. They'd be like, "Really? This?"
They don't think it's fake.
Freaking card, dude. Nobody uses these ever. It does look pretty cool though. It's got the Statue of Liberty on it, and you know, $1. In America, it's expected that we leave like a 20% tip for our waiters at restaurants. We also tip our drivers, food delivery people, valet, the people who clean our hotel rooms, our barbers. You know, that one I get though. I would be afraid to not tip my barber just next time I went. I just don't think I would get the same cut. In Europe, tipping isn't really expected. However, I do think they are starting to pick up the practice a little bit, at least with the tourists, because every time we ate, the waiters asked us if we wanted to leave a tip. They did not hesitate at all. Maybe it's just because we're American. I don't know what looks American about me. I mean, my Italian is absolutely perfecto, but, I mean, beats me. Nonetheless, they asked for them anyway. But tipping is still definitely not viewed as a requirement like it is here in the U.S., because if you don't tip...
I guess, yeah, you feel bad for it, but I don't think it's required here, though, to tip somebody. In my opinion.
in America, at least at restaurants, you're gonna get some funny looks, or next time you come back, there will be a wad of spit on your food. Unless
If they
the
remember
service is
you.
just like actually atrocious. What's good is that in Europe, you're never really gonna get that experience where they flip around the little tip tablet thing and stare into your soul as you choose the tip amount. It's horrible.
Difference number 7, public transportation. In Europe, public transportation is in every big city,
I would say,
pretty
yeah.
much every country. Behind me, I'm about to take the metro station
Like
here
trains
in Rome. This
on,
is
like,
the
in
station
big
called
cities here.
Termini. In America, the closest thing we have to public transportation is
Buses.
nothing. In New York, you have the subway. That's about it. In Chicago, there's some other stuff. I've heard the DC subway is
Well, yeah, I guess you talking about trains. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, what the places he said. Yeah, I'm trying to think. No, yeah.
okay. The metro there is okay, but that's about it. We got our 3 little ones, maybe 4 somewhere else. I don't know. In addition to the metros here in the big cities, though, Europeans also have trains, high-speed rail that they like to use, whereas we don't. We just drive everywhere, all the time, every single day. Usually, these kinds of public transportation things are just
That'd be
funded through the
exhausting. It sounds
taxes. Like
exhausting.
earlier, how I mentioned Europeans pay more in taxes. These are some of the reasons why.
Europe's fastest train, the Trenitalia Frecciarossa, has a top speed of nearly 250 miles per hour, while America's fastest train, the Acela, has a top speed of 150 miles per hour. Although on average, both of those trains definitely travel slower than
I
their
would've said
top
they don't
speeds.
go
Like,
that-
let's not be fooled here. One thing about public transportation, especially in the metros, is that it can get pretty freaking crowded, dude. I was basically smelling this dude's
Oh my
head the entire
gosh.
ride, but for €3, it was worth it, honestly. Then in Rome, we paid €7 per ticket for a 24-hour metro pass, and it was totally worth it. I mean, you could see the entire city, just hop on the metro. They have stations pretty much everywhere you need to go, so it is very convenient. Would recommend. Another thing is I was actually pretty impressed at how clean the metro stations were in the European cities that I've been to. I've only rode the metros in Paris and Rome, but those two were pretty good, honestly. I'm sure the locals would beg to
Nice.
differ, but for me, like, they weren't that bad. The standards I'm going off of are New York, which is
I've
a
never
very
been,
low
so I
bar
can't.
to set, to say the least. You gotta make sure you don't have Ratatouille cooking up a lasagna in your hair when you get home from a ride in a New York subway. Difference: smoking and alcohol. In Europe, it seems like everybody smokes cigarettes everywhere. It seems to be a very relaxed kind of thing over there. Maybe people see it as
I
like...
know in Germany you can drink in public, so I guess that's probably what he's going here too. Maybe.
cool. I don't know, man, honestly. In America, we definitely have more of a stigma against smoking, and that's not to say that people don't smoke in
don't
America, because
know
trust me,
about
they
that.
definitely do. You know, my jaw doesn't just drop every time I see someone smoking a
Yeah,
cigarette
I don't
over
think
here,
that's
but
the
it is
thing.
definitely viewed as like a more taboo kind of thing. I don't know. Another thing is
I think it's just more people that know the cause and effect of that smoking and stuff like that. But I think that's everywhere though.
America, the legal drinking age is 21, whereas it's 18 in most of Europe, if not even lower in some countries. And now, even though the drinking age is 18, it kind of isn't, because
Yeah.
nobody really cares what you do over there. In Europe, they're very relaxed about it, while here in America, they still ask my middle-aged parents to show their IDs when they order a drink. Difference number 9, languages. Basically, every single European,
Yes,
except
it's
for the
tourists,
people in
though.
this general area, is multilingual. On top of their native languages, people in Europe typically learn American in school, the best language, obviously. But then in Belgium and Switzerland, they take it to a whole other level. The waffle people speak French in the southern part of the country and Dutch in the northern part of the
That's
country.
crazy.
The skiing
That'd be
bankers
so
speak French
crazy
in the
going to
western
both of
part
those
of the
places.
country, Italian in the very south of the country, a little bit of a language called Romanche, and
That's
German.
what we saw on that Cultureville yesterday, like the different wordings of like in southern Germany, they different things mean different places. They're like in same city but different locations. It's just the languages. That'd be crazy.
and everywhere else. But hey, in America, some of us call it pop and some of us call it
Soda.
So hey, we've got that.
I
There are
guess
only
that's-
3
you can say
reasons
that.
you will find a multilingual person in the United States. Number 1, they were born in another country, easy enough. Number 2, their parents were born in another country and they just sort of learned the language, because why not? Or number 3, a white dude married a Latina and had to learn Spanish to impress her parents. Those are the only 3 reasons. There are no exceptions to that. Believe Believe it or not, the US now has almost as many Spanish speakers as Spain itself, but still 78% of Americans speak only English, including me. Another thing is that when Europeans do speak English, it's almost always British English. So instead of using the correct spelling of color, they will throw in the stupid ink-wasting U that the British like to use. I mean, what the heck? It's not color. Do you think you're more sophisticated than us? Yeah, I mean, you probably are.
You probably are.
Difference number 10, systems. In America, we use good old feet and miles, while Europeans use meters and kilometers, the metric system.
I would see which one is better, though. Like, why do they use that and we use this?
Called a foot, I hear you ask. Well, cause it's about the length of a foot. I'm not
yeah,
kidding.
it's
That's
kind of
actually why it's
simple.
called that. In Europe, everyone uses the metric system, which is based on the number 10. So, for example, water freezes at a nice 0 degrees Celsius and boils at a nice 100 degrees Celsius. In America, water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit and boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. I actually had to Google that because I did not remember the number. So fine, the Europeans do better with temperature. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Now, even though my driver's license says I'm 5 feet and 10 inches tall, I'm actually 5'8". But could you imagine me saying I'm 1.72?
Yeah, that would make sense
tall?
to me.
Like, what? Why? Or even worse, I'm 172.7 centimeters. No. I've been told people in the UK actually still use feet and inches for measurements. Which
Yeah, that'd probably be better because that did not sound like very with it. You know,
the ones that actually created the imperial system way back when, but that's beyond the point. Europeans also travel vertically differently than we do here in the United States. When you get into your European coffin-sized hotel elevator, the first thing that you might notice is that the first floor is actually what would be the second floor here in the US. Usually the very first floor of a European building is called the ground floor, and then everything else just increases numerically from there. And here's a bonus difference.
I feel like it's the same here though, in my opinion. Like the first floor, I guess certain hotels it's different, but I think it's the same.
Very fancily. I mean, seriously, dude, all of these stores were in the Rome airport alone. It's just a never-ending sea of overpriced designer apparel. Like, it's actually a little intimidating how well they dress. I just want to wear my Under Armour Freedom American flag shirt with some pajamas, dude. Like, what the heck? It's not that deep. You don't have to dress up for a job interview every time you go to your local supermarket. You should see the things I've seen at my local Walmart. It's atrocious. Maybe don't go that far. You don't have to wear the suit every day. Oh, yeah, and I forgot about sirens. In Europe, they sound like, and in America they sound like, so they're different. So obviously it's a little difficult to assign overarching differences.
And we see it better in Europe, the sirens, like how people will get out the way and stuff like that for sirens.
Diverse continent like Europe. So I tried to choose differences that I believe do apply for the most part to most of the European countries, or if not, most of the countries in the European Union. So I hope you think I did a good job. Please be sure to support the video for free by giving it a nice like and subscribing to my channel. And until next time, goodbye.
It's a nice little video right there. Some differences I feel like some of them we heard before. And some like I would get like what's some of them. Know the bathroom, money. I get, yeah, of course we knew that was different. Smoking alcohol, yeah. So that was something like that. Probably knew half of you, like the bathroom you got to pay for, water pay for it, which is crazy. Food, yeah, different, very big difference there. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts on the video, and if you got any more as well, any more videos you want us to react to, make sure that subscribe, hit that like button, guys, as well, and see you guys next video.